Hey guys, I'm just going to be doing a review and comparison of the Juliet Micro 5 to the Juliet Micro 3. So on the left here, we can see this is the Juliet Micro 3, and this is the Juliet Micro 5. Really quick to note, you can see that the mount here is facing different ways. I just have that because I shoot left-handed and I am playing around with running this, flipping to the left. Obviously it's going to work mechanically different than the other direction, so just note it is something that I've switched, and note that it is reversible, so if you're left-handed, that's something you can do. So out of the box, right, they are going to be very comparable. You're going to get the little bikini cover, your Allen wrench for the screws on the bottom, a manual. These are the screws for the different risers based on if you're doing co-witness, they call it sight height, or lower 1/3. This is one of the risers. This is the sight height. And then I have the high lower 1/3 mount in here right now that I'm doing for matching my red dot, and then your micro fiber cloth. So pretty much identical as far as what's in the box. This has got the FDE obviously to it. I'm going to go over some of the coding on that here in a little bit, but a couple things to note. So from the manual on the new one here, they put in here the comparisons, right? So your aperture field of view, right? The Juliet 3, you get a 6.8. The Juliet Micro 5, it's a 4.0 degree, both IPX7. And then I'm going to go over something here, but the length, they're saying the Micro 3 is 81 millimeters. The Micro 5, they're saying 79 millimeters in here. And then the weight is different, and that's fine. A person can argue, like when I hold the two, even with the riser, this one does feel slightly lighter. Not a big deal, but I find it interesting because when I measure the 5, it is slightly longer than the 3. Okay, out of the Micro 5, I got 2 inches and 26/32, and the Micro 3 had 2 inches and 23/32. That's just the tape measure that I had on hand to do that. So slight, obviously, difference there. Not a big deal. I just note it in the fact that both online and anywhere that I've seen it listed, it's noted wrong. Even on the manufacturer site. So just depending on your rail space, if that's going to be an issue for you, I just wanted to clear that up. And you can obviously see it here. If I line both these up, right, to match, you can see that there's, I mean, just in the machining, that they're clearly different lengths. So I don't know why if it's a misprint or something, but different lengths. So again, just depending on your rail space, what you have available for rail room there. I wanted to make that clear. 9.9 ounces on the 3 and 9.6 ounces on the 5. I find that a little odd because in my head, usually when there's more magnification going on, there's more glass involved, but not a big deal. So you're saving a couple ounces with the 5. On the 3 here, as far as depending on the color that you're looking to get, whether it be the black or the FDE, I did want to note, I've been running this one for a little while now. I just wanted to up my magnification. I put Loctite on the bottom for the mount. And we'll open this up here so you can see a little better. And for whatever reason, the blue Loctite reacted with the coating and is causing it to come off. So just note that the coating isn't super durable. You can see here that it's even scuffed off a little. It is aluminum, so you're not gonna have to worry about it rusting, but the coating is not super durable. Something to note, with both of these, These mounts are proprietary to them. You can't, because it's a 4-screw system, you can't use these on the Unity mounts. Any other aftermarket mount option that's going to be out there, this doesn't work with it because it is a 4-screw Sig Sauer mount. So I think you can order maybe a replacement from Sig Sauer if one were to break or be damaged, but you can't get anything aftermarket as of right now that I've seen. These are supposed to be 13 inch-pounds on both for the tightening if you're going to put risers in, and then 65 inch-pounds on the nut, which, you know, is really, it's great that it's that high of a rating, because if you don't have like a torque wrench in the field, it's nice to know that you can torque down on it pretty hard and you're not going to have to worry about snapping it off. It does have a recoil lug in here to help maintain that good sight picture. Okay, let's see, a couple things here with the 5. So, you know, we got our adjustment diopter here, and they both move about the same, a good stiffness to them. Your diopter or eyepiece lens here too is going to be clearly smaller on the 5 than the 3, obviously with the smaller field of view and the magnification. But your objective glass coming out the end is bigger on the 5, but that obviously doesn't really help your field of view. Again, you are running a higher magnification, so your field of view is going to be limited. I do overall like the eye relief on them. You are getting a shorter eye relief with the 5, not by a ton, just a couple, I don't know, half an inch maybe. I really have been able to run it almost identical to this, but I did notice my nose is a little closer, and so I had to play with my rail setup and move this back a little, and then I could keep my cheek back a little better where I wanted to keep it. I'm choosing to run the 5 primarily just due to my location. I'm not in a, you know, I'm kind of out in the sticks, and for coyote hunting and things like that, having that extra magnification is kind of nice because it allows me to see out there and get a better identification on whatever, you know, critter I'm hunting or looking at as compared to like a 3. So overall on that, a huge thing that is important to note that they fixed on the 5 compared to the 3. If you haven't seen my video on the 3, I talk about it. Your adjustment for aligning your red dot on these, on the 3s, it didn't work for whatever reason. Could not get it to adjust, line up, center that red dot in there. It was terrible and super annoying. So you had to run a Romeo, whatever, so that everything lined up and it was centered out of the gate, because you can't adjust this. On the 5, it does. I'll try to get a video in here of being able to show that better, but it is fully adjustable, left, right, up, down. It allows you to adjust the tube and center that dot, and that's huge because, again, if you're running a different optic than a Romeo or a Sig Sauer in the front, those risers are different heights, mounts are different heights. So being able to line that sucker up is really big and important, and it's nice that they fixed whatever they did wrong on the 3, fixed it on the 5, and maybe the new 3s, I don't know, maybe they've already fixed that, which would be great. If you know, please post it in the comments so other people, you know, can know about that they've fixed that issue with it. But that was the issue that I had with this 3. Couldn't adjust it. Had seen a lot of other posts of people saying same issue, can't adjust it. But with the 5, problem solved. Other than that, I'm going to show some video here showing the differences in the magnification, your field of view, what you're able to see, clarity of the glass, and go from there. Okay, so this is the Micro 3 that we're looking through right now. As you can see, that target, those steel targets are 60. The first batch of trees is 200, and that last tree was at 512. So Micro 3, pretty decent eye box on it just because it's going to be a lower magnification. So coming up Micro 5, you see it's a little harder to get lined up. That eye box is a bit tighter, so you got to line up a little more careful. And then you'll also see here, we can't see that target anymore, but that's the tops of those first trees. And then that one in the center there that's way out there, that's that 512. And then again, back to the Micro 3. The whole video's kind of got a weird tint to it. I couldn't get it to give a true color tone. But the biggest thing I want to note is the clarity of the edge to edge as you look at this video, guys. It's really solid, really clean. All right, guys. So final thoughts. Overall, I do really like the 5. I've only had it for a little bit here. So I'm still getting kind of familiar with it, but I am really excited about it just because of the use that I'm looking to use it for. I think it's going to work well for me. If you're looking at something as like a defense, kind of optic, I would recommend more of the 3 if you're in more of a, city type area, just because the 5 with that field of view, it is tough. You really get limited on what your field of view is on it, but it's great in the same sense. It's great because it gives you a better ability to get a clear identification to target as compared to the 3. So it all depends on what you're looking to use it for, what you're needing it for. But both, I have been happy with both, but I do really look forward to running the 5. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.